So we're on our way to Seaside. I don't know if it's the nicest mall in Cebu. There's so many new big malls in Cebu, but I think Seaside might be the biggest. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wow, traffic. When I'm in Valencia, I'm almost always on my scooter, even when it rains. Even Ushi would rather take the scooter because I think she just loves being on a scooter, but I like the freedom of never having to deal with traffic, or rarely having to deal with traffic or slowdowns. So you can see there's a lot more freedom with a motorcycle or scooter than with a vehicle.
GPS signal lost.
I have a 160cc Honda that I bought new, and I'm looking forward to taking it island hopping. I really want to ride around the island that I'm currently living on, which is Negros Oriental / Negros Occidental. I know that's really weird that they didn't agree on one name for an island. Half the island has one name and half the island has another name. But I'd like to take it to other islands. I think it'd hold up just fine. I thought about getting a bigger scooter. They sell. It's actually rare. Like a lot of the Honda dealerships don't even stock anything above a 160. Just because they start getting they're not nimble anymore. Like, maneuverability is undesirable at that point in time. There's a few people with like 300 cc's, but it's just easier to have a 160 cc. You don't need to go any faster. A 160 will probably do 70 miles an hour or something. I'm just guessing. I rarely have mine over 70 kilometers an hour.
Dad, why is there a cross there?
Where's there a cross? Let me see. Oh yeah, there is. There's a cross on that bridge.
But why does it have to be so long?
I don't know. That's a long cross. I think this is cruel. Look at that. How would you like to have your nose tied to a post? It's so cruel. I mean, what if they get, like, hit a bump and they get jerked backwards? Like, this thing's hanging by its nose. It's terrible, man.
They shouldn't just not.
Like, it's not bad enough that they're going to be slaughtered right now. At least, I guess. I'm guessing they are. Could be wrong.
But I love piggies and cows.
That poor thing's just stuck in the corner like that, hanging by its nose. Man, that's cruel.
I love piggies and cows.
Some of the, some of the cruelty here. I say that more like kind of chuckling at it more out of anger, right? Like I get upset They'll buy a nice dog here, and they'll stick it in a cage the length of the dog outside in the heat, and it'll spend its whole life there.
No food.
Yeah, it has food. But imagine being stuck in a cage the size of you for your whole life. Like, what's the point? Like, they'll buy Doberman Pinschers, or they'll buy, Huskies, or like expensive dogs in the US, and then they'll just put them in a cage next to their driveway, and that's where those dogs will live their entire life, where there's barely enough room to turn around. And it's a common, normal occurrence. And this is something you have to get used to, like just sitting in traffic. See how this guy just cuts in? There's nothing you can do. If I can't close that gap without hitting him. They just lean in front of you. They just cut the wheels in front of you and gradually cut you off. There's no sense putting on a blinker. There's no kindness on these roads. If you put on a blinker, no one's gonna let you over. Everyone's trying to merge left, so yeah, look, everyone's gradually squeezing left. I don't know if there's a wreck on the right or what, but now see this guy's there's nothing I can do, just
Why this taxi put her name or his?
I don't know. So many people, this is the daily commute, twice a day. That's got to be frustrating. Like, so many Filipinos work 12 hours a day or more. Like, imagine nurses, working 12-hour days, and an hour to work, an hour from work, and it's not even a leisurely hour. It's not like an hour where you can listen to your favorite podcast and just relax. Like, this is a stressful hour. You're doing everything you can not to get in a wreck.
How are we gonna get home? Dad, how are we gonna get home like this?
The same way we got here. It's just normal, Ushi. I was super excited about getting a manual again. I hadn't driven a manual in a few years. And in the US, I would undoubtedly prefer a manual. Like, hands down, no question about it. You control the power of your car. You have more control over the power, right? But here, man, it's just constantly clutching, constant clutching, right? Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. I'm still enjoying the manual transmission, but I can't say I'm not having second thoughts.
That manual window.
Now look at this. We've got to squeeze into. We got 2 lanes converging into one here.
Why?
Look at it. Look. Just.
I hate that. Look, they're not even on the road. They're on the line.
Yep.
Are they allowed to do that?
They're doing it.
Okay, then I guess you're gonna be on the 3 line.
So would this be stressful for you?
Yes.
A lot of Filipinos, like once you have a decent income, you know, I'd say people that are making, I don't know, I'm just going to throw out a number here, but if you have $2,000 a month of income here, you're doing pretty darn good. I think by Filipino standards, that's a good living. You could really easily have a driver. Chin's family has a driver, and he does all the driving. So that's his job. He gets paid for it. He has a place to live, and they don't deal with the stress of driving. He deals with the stress of driving.
Oh my gosh, it's glowing. Why is it all purple?
So that's pretty common. All the guys I would hang out with, a lot of the guys I would hang out with that were, you know, they had businesses in the Philippines. They were Filipinos. They were moderately successful or very successful, but they all had drivers. I don't know if I'd enjoy that or not. I don't know if I'd want a driver or not. I like the control of driving. But what's cool is, so last time Chin came to Cebu, she was going to drive over on the ferry, and you know, it's like $30, $20 or $30 one way on the ferry, 20 or 30 the other way, plus you got all the gas of going there and back, which is going to be at least 1 tank there and back from Negros, from where we live in Negros to Cebu. I said, just, you know, instead just take a bus there and rent a taxi or a private, you just rent a private driver for a day. Or I said rent one the whole time you're there. I think she was there for a few days, and she just hired a private driver, and I want to say it was between $10 and $20 a day. So if you got a lot of driving to do in the city, you can just hire out a private driver, and they'll come with their own nice car. You can even make your decision based on the car they have. Like, there's people that offer these services on Facebook, and I think that's cheaper. It's better. Like, just take a bus, relax from Valencia or Dumaguete to Cebu. And then when you get here, you know, you go to your Airbnb, get up in the morning and have a private driver pick you up and run you around all day long for 10 or 20 bucks, whatever it is. I can't remember exactly what she paid. It wasn't very much though. This new star over there, I think that's a casino.
It's a casino.
That little place over there.
Why do I see the word axe?
I don't know.
I see T.
I can't look over there. All right. I think that's it for now. We'll be back later.